I am back, quite frankly, sooner than I expected to be. I actually managed to get 2 of these done tonight. Yippee-ki-yay. I'm gonna just a bit. There we go. Okay, so this is episode 9 of Daredevil Season 2, 7 Minutes in Heaven. And it's all about Kingpin. He's back. We have the Punisher. He's also a big part of this episode, so naturally it's like the best episode in the fucking season. So honestly, the Matt Murdock and Karen Page parts of this episode are the parts I can really give less of a shit about in this entire episode, because it's all about the Kingpin. He's back, and yeah, he's great because it's the fucking Kingpin. He's always been the best part of this show, and the Punisher has by far like the best fucking fight scene in this season. It's so brutal. Oh, I loved it so much. I'm going to talk about that in a bit. Quick recap of the rest of the episode. The first 5 minutes or so, kind of a recap, like a flashback about what the Kingpin's been up to since he got in prison. And apparently he's running low on resources, but he's using the resources he have left to slowly kind of take over the prison, pretty much, from this other crime boss who has made a point to kind of try to shit on the Kingpin, which was a bad idea, because now you just made yourself a target for the Kingpin, and he's gonna take you down, and that's pretty much exactly what ends up happening. But he's trying to keep his head low because he wants to make a peel, and he can't make a peel if he starts stirring up trouble, so he's trying to do it without getting directly involved. And that's where the Punisher comes in, and he convinces the Punisher to take a dive in court, basically, so he can end up into prison, where the Kingpin can convince him to go take out this mob guy. One thing I did love about this sequence with the Punisher and the Kingpin like talking is just how not having any of it the Punisher is having with the Kingpin. Like, the Kingpin is trying to be suave, he's trying to like show sympathy, he's just trying to like show like, I'm a good guy, understand your situation. Punisher's like, I don't believe a fucking word you're saying, just get straight to the fucking point. So I thought they have a really fun dynamic. Very like two very extremes, like the suave manipulator versus the guy who just could not give less of a fuck. It's fucking great. The Punisher is so good in this episode. It's so good. But meanwhile, Elektra, and honestly, like, really the Matt Murdock section is the one I can care less about. But Elektra and Matt Murdock are kind of recovering after the attack of the last episode. Matt Murdock basically cuts it off with Elektra, saying like, you're not going to change, and I can't be around you. We got to stop corrupting each other. It's like, okay, fine. Probably a mature decision to make. But couldn't it wait till after you deal with the horde of secret ninjas in your basement? Because I feel like that should take precedence. And he says something like incredibly stupid, like, no, I have to fight this war alone. I'm like, why? You have someone perfectly willing to help you right there. Why'd you kick Stick out? He has a fucking army waiting for you. Bring him in, deal with this first, and then you can piss everyone off. No, you had to be the big man. But, I will admit, the farther the season gets on, I am increasingly frustrated at Murdock's choices. Which leads into when Foggy comes in, and he basically says, like, I think we need to take a break from the firm. This partnership just isn't working. You're too much into the superhero thing. Matt Murdock, much to Foggy's surprise, says, I agree. Let's take a break and reevaluate where we're going with this. He's like, you know, it's actually not a bad idea, because Matt Murdock's been fucking up a lot lately. So the character clearly can't balance these two parts of his life, and the cracks are showing. And I think Matt Murdock as a character is becoming aware of those cracks are showing, and he's finally doing something about it by basically pushing everyone away. I'm sure that'll at least be partially fixed by the end of the season. Maybe not, I don't know. But we'll find out. Karen doesn't take it very well, but apparently she has a prosperous career in news journalism because what's his name that runs the Bulletin? It's kind of taking an interest in her and giving her Ben Urich's old office to work in to uncover a new lead she's found in the Matt Murdock, like the Frank Castle John Doe case. So she's pursuing that, and like basically it looks like she's gonna become a journalist, which, okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's see where that goes. And I forgot about that. It turns out that this is even a bigger conspiracy than they thought, because both the Punisher and Karen learned pretty much at the same time that it turns out this goes higher up than they originally thought. It turns out it might go up to the top, might be go to the go to all that stuff. Because it turns out that one of the people, the body that disappeared from the crime scene where Frank Castle's family was shot, was actually an undercover cop, and the whole drug deal was a stain. Oh, shocker. But anyway, again, it's run by someone called the Blacksmith, and it's about who apparently has lines to pure heroin that comes straight from the Middle East, which means it's probably Lex Luthor, because he's the only person that would have access to heroin in the Middle East that we've seen so far. And that just seems like, I don't know, like, I feel like I had someone spoil it to me, but I can't remember this. So it's a little mixture of a little bit of know-how already and also the second half speculation. But anyway, so that all happens. But in order for Punisher to find this information, Kingpin has apparently bribed all the guards to get Frank Castle into this other guy's prison block for 7 minutes, and to get the information he needs and then take care of the mob boss however he sees fit. Basically asking him to kill him. What the hell, like... Oh, sorry, I got distracted by something outside the window. But anyway, so they get in there, Frank Castle goes in there, just fucking shanks it, like, cuts a dude's neck, and the whole deal, like, just holds him like he's gonna stab a stuck pig. Gets the information out of him, says, like, I want a name, does all that, like, badass interrogation shit, and then what I like about Frank Castle's character in this series is the fact he's a mass murderer who just can't stop killing people, and it's kind of funny just how single-mindedly obsessed he is with just fucking murder. He just has to, like, it almost feels like, honestly, in any other show, this would be just an insane serial killer who just, like, almost like, what's his name from No Country for Old Men, who just feels the need just to kill people. I mean, in this case, he kills only bad people, but he just can't help himself. He just has to stab somebody. Like, you bad guy, come here, stab, 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 stab. You stab, stab, stab. It's like, honestly, if he had enough time, he'd probably kill everyone in the prison. But it culminates in this amazing fight scene. Like, oh my god, this scene's amazing. Where after stabbing the mob boss, Frank Castle tries to leave, but it turns out Kingpin set him up. Leaves him there to die as the guards open up all the other cells in that block, and which feel like at least I want to say half a dozen to a dozen huge thugs come out, see what happened, see Frank Castle, and just like, okay, that guy's gonna die. Now, I love about the scene, and I love this so much, and it's a brief 5-second spot, but it totally sets up this character. It sets up what he can do. It just levels him as a badass in every respect, and makes him so much fun to watch. Is that Frank Castle, realizing what happened, realized Kingpin stabbed him in the back, and then realizing other people are going to come to kill him, he looks at this. He gets this pissed off look at his face. Any other person would be like, oh shit, I am fucked. I gotta find a way to, like, defend myself. Frank Castle's just said, fuck it, let's do this. Yeah! Like, just runs at him, yelling at the top of his lung like a war cry, and just starts punching him and grabbing, like, one of their shivs and stabbing one. And he stabs the other, pulls an arm, like a knife out of his arm, and stabs the other guy. It's like if the hallway fight scene in season 1 was a lot more murdery, and it's so good. It's so good. It's like so ridiculously bloody and violent, and just everybody fucking dies except the Punisher. It's amazing. I think it's like one of the best fight scenes I've seen in any of these Marvel shows so far. It's so good, so good. And, like, even when the riot squad comes in after Punisher's already murdered everybody, to try to stop him, he's like, get on your knees, inmate. Frank Miller just not Frank Miller. I don't know why I said Frank Miller. Frank Castle just looked at him like, if it wasn't for that shield, you'd be next. It's just so fucking good. And I even like the scene where Kingpin comes in after, like, Kingpin apparently sets up some one-on-one time with Frank Castle. Um, and again, it plays into the fact that Frank Castle just can't stop killing people because the Kingpin says, like, I want you to go out there, I want you to do what you do, so that way, when I get out of here, it'll be much easier to conquer if it was done any other way. And then Frank Castle looks at him just like, fuck, oh, you bastard, like, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't situation for him, like, oh man, if I kill people, then that means it's helping you, but I really want to kill people, fuck. Crisis of conscience. It's like, do I kill people because or do I not kill people, but I really like okay, fine, I'll kill people, but we're not gonna be friends again. That's kind of what it boils down to. So yeah, the Punisher's out there again after spending literally only a day in prison, and he's on the loose again, which is again, and Kingpin, just being a smug bastard, is hanging out with the other mob boss while eating this dinner, saying like, no, you're probably gonna die, chump. But it's okay, I'm gonna be here the whole time. We're gonna be buddies by the end, chomp. Because there's only room for one of us here, and you're gonna die. I fucking hate your guts, chomp. So that's all really fun. Meanwhile, Daredevil is uncovering more of the Hand business, and he finds this place they call the Farm, which apparently is like draining people of their blood to put into a giant vase. What's in the vase, I don't know, but the only other important fact is Nobu from season 1 is apparently still alive, complete with facial burns, which don't look that bad, really. But apparently he's still alive, and I found, honestly, that's the only part of the storyline I particularly found interesting in this episode. I was much more invested in what's going on with Kingpin and the Punisher. I found that 10 times more interesting than what's going on anywhere else. Not that it's bad, it's just, it got massively overshadowed. That being said, I am curious to see what they're going to do with Nobu. I'm curious to see what they're going to do with the giant pot. I would love it. I would love it if it turned out to be like the case for like Morbius or something, or some kind of like bring the vampires into it now, because fuck it, why not? We already have like insane mass murders, we already have fucking ninjas, just throw vampires in there, why the fuck not? Maybe that's what the Black Sky is, they're fucking vampires. How fucking cool would that be? Yeah, so I think that's all I really have to say about Guilty as Sin. So tune in next time when I check, not Guilty as Sin, 7 Minutes in Heaven. I can't talk today. And then I believe the next episode is The Man in the Box. What's in the box? Anyway, so maybe it's Morbius. Could be. I don't know. Stay tuned. See you next time.